could be when we got older. Chasing feelings, running wild for what we believed in. To the night I gave my cares, leaning on your shoulder. Close my eyes, I can see it, your hand in mine. I still feel it, I'm holding my breath just to keep it here for a minute longer. Spilling over and until we bring out the good in each other. If heart makes a home and the past who we are, this is my cornerstone, alive in my heart. These days I've been thinking about all the ways you have made your mark on the fabric, sewn into the pattern, the color and shape of my life. Chasing feelings, running wild for what we believed in. To the night I gave my cares, teaching me how to be bolder. Close my eyes, I still see it, your hand in mine. I still feel it, I'm holding my breath just to keep it here for a minute longer. Spilling over and until we bring out the good in each other. If heart makes a home and the past who we are, this is my cornerstone, alive in my heart. Close my eyes, I still see it, your hand in mine. I still feel it, I'm holding my breath just to keep it here for a minute longer. Spilling over and until we bring out the good in each other. If heart makes a home and the past who we are, this is my cornerstone, alive in my heart. If heart makes a home and the past who we are, this is my cornerstone, alive in my heart.
Hi, Miss Jello. This is my dance.
Cariño que nací nació de la nada, sin saber que convierte en sublime obsesión. Tú eras para mí indiferente, sin pensar que algún día tú serías mi amor. El tiempo te dirá la realidad y yo te adoraré una eternidad. Te quiero y no puedo negarlo. Si es preciso gritarlo, gritaré sin cesar. El tiempo te dirá la realidad y yo te adoraré una eternidad. Cariño que nació de la nada, sin saber que convierte en sublime obsesión. Te quiero y no puedo negarlo, el cariño que siento es cariño inmortal. Cariño, cariño, cariño.
I am Queen Vivienne. My royal rule is everyone can slide down rainbows.
I am King Nicasio. My royal rule is every human gets a house to live in.
I am Queen Mia. My royal rule is everyone gets 10 pieces of candy before bed.
I am King Santiago. My royal rule is every kid gets a Lamborghini when they turn 5.
My name is Queen Raylene. My royal rule is everyone will be nice to each other and have free time at 9 o'clock.
I am King Ilias. My royal rule is everyone gets to listen to music for free.
My name is Queen Yasmin. My royal rule is all lives matter.
I am King Sean. My royal rule is when you turn 3 you get a car.
I am Queen Layla. I am the queen of colors. My royal rule is everyone has to wear their favorite color every day.
My name is King Axel. My royal rule is everyone gets free money, even the homeless. I am King Elias. My royal rule is you become rich when you turn 6 years old. My name is King Fernando. My royal rule is everyone gets a free Lego set. I am King Diamante. My royal rule is everybody earns $1 billion every day. I am King Dre. My royal rule is everyone should have a pet cat. I am King Alex. My royal rule is you can get everything for free. I am King Malachi. My royal rule is everyone gets as much money as you need.
My name is Leanne Carter, and I will be playing an excerpt from Concerto No. 3 in C minor by Friedrich Seitz.
Hello everyone. Please settle yourselves down.
May I have your attention, please? The show is about to begin.
Please take your seats and let the show begin.
Hi, my name is Gabby. I am a spider witch. And so I'm going to show you Cinderella. So let's get started. You put the song first. We go. Oh, sorry. We go. Side, back, side, middle, back, middle, bye.
I wish you love, I wish you joy, I wish you safety and peace. I wish you love, I wish you joy, I wish you safety and peace. I wish you love, I wish you joy, I wish you safety and peace.
Here is the deepest secret nobody knows. Here is the root of the root, and the bud of the bud, and the sky of a tree called life, which grows higher than a soul can hope or a mind can hide. And this is the wonder that's keeping the stars apart. I carry your heart, I carried it in my heart.
My wish for you.
Welcome to the Westminster Public Schools Foundation Winter Social.
We thank you all for tuning in this evening. Do you know how important you are? Do you know how special you are? Do you know that you mean the world to us? Well, you are the facilitators of positive changes in our schools. You are the reason that our community is able to adapt to change and continue to be successful in these trying times. And for this, we thank you.
My name is Hector.
My name is Ruby G.
My name is Alexa M, and I will be one of your MCs this evening.
Be sure to check the messages down below.
Have you checked out all the cool silent auction items? Place your bets tonight! Do you like the Colorado Rockies as much as I do? Then check out the silent auction for a cool Rockies package.
Tonight, we would like to give you a peek into what school is like this year. Sometimes we attend school in person, but sometimes we attend it remotely. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes this change of going back and forth can be a bit hard. But at Westminster Public Schools, we have amazing teachers who help us through all these transitions. But don't take my word for it. Let's watch firsthand how one amazing teacher worked with her classroom remotely.
If I call your name and you're here, speak up nice and loud. It's not about me, it's about them, and I want to make sure the students are not missing out on more of an education.
Teaching from the safety of her own home, Amber Rodenfels looks more like an air traffic controller than an educator.
It's just kind of a constant go-between. I want to make sure I can see the kids, so I have like my Zoom on one screen. I have what's called Land School Air on another screen, and that's so where I can kind of like monitor what the kids are working on to make sure they are staying on task. Right. And then on my other computer, I have the Empower up, I have my email up, and then if I'm going in between some other stuff, I'll have that up there just so I can, stay on top of everything.
And while it may all seem chaotic, it's working.
I mean, we're definitely seeing some growth, and there's even some students who are actually, I think, thriving more without the distractions of being in a classroom. Next one up. Definitely try to make it as interactive as possible.
The day begins with some engaging games with small prizes that Amber personally delivers to the homes of the winners. Then it's down to work.
Next word, ointment. Ointment.
Remote learning will never replace in-person learning, but it's come a long way in the last 9 months.
Say from where I was last March to now, I mean, it's night and day.
Amber says the teachers are always collaborating and sharing new ideas and strategies. She adds that the increasing number of online resources like SharePod are dramatically improving the learning process.
Is that a monster?
While students are scheduled to return to the classroom in January, there will no doubt be instances during the spring when individual classrooms will need to go remote. If and when that happens, here is some advice for parents.
Definitely reach out to your teacher and then really work on consistency. Give your kid a schedule, have them, follow that schedule, and also, if possible, if they can have their own little workplace too, because I know that really helps them out.
Remote learning isn't ideal, but any kind of learning is still valuable.
I love seeing the spark in someone's eyes when they get something that you've taught them. Nice job, everybody.
As you can see, we all are adapting to these changes, but wow, do we need a lot more resources this year. From monitors to hotspots to microphones, technology needs have greatly increased, and that is one place where the Westminster Public Schools Foundation plays a role. They have helped many families connect to the internet by giving them hotspots devices. This was critical for kids learning at home. The foundation wants to ensure that all students have what they need to be successful, no matter if their classroom is in a school or in their bedroom. Here is another video of how the foundation helped a student with technology.
The pandemic for me was very hard to handle. Switching to online for my second semester of junior year wasn't as hard because it was not expected. All of our teachers were as best
suited as I could for the second semester, but I would say overall it wasn't like as it is right now. So like our curriculum wasn't as it was for this school year. And at the end of the school year last year, I started to get headaches from being on the computer for so long, finishing up the school year. I was on the computer, I would say like 3 hours every I would take 3-hour intervals because I would just get headaches all the time, but I would always be on the computer when I was not working. And then this year, those headaches turned into migraines, and I was sent to the hospital 3 times because I had migraines that lasted for a whole week at a time. This fall, I tried to go in person for most of it, but I was held back because of the migraines, because we were switching on and off from remote to in school. The hardest thing about being online for me personally is always looking at my screen. So some tools that I needed in order to complete the school year was a Chromebook from the school. And then I needed my family to set up another router for the Wi-Fi to handle, my Chromebook. And then the foundation gave me a printer, so that way I'd be able to look at the screen less and do my work without worrying about getting a migraine. So in order to help my migraines, the thing that triggers my migraines is my light sensitivity. So all that blue light is really what hurts me. And so when I print out pages, I can stare at, a regular page in natural lighting for longer than I can looking at a computer. And all of my teachers understand this, and so I can send them photocopies of my printed out work instead of submitting it through Empower. All I can say is thank you so much. I know you guys didn't necessarily have to give me the money, but it helped tremendously with, the stress of how am I going to get this money? How am I going to save up? Along with how am I saving for college? It just helped take a lot of stress off of me.
Wow, what a great story! And because of the generous donors, the foundation can help students with the resource they need. So exactly what does the foundation do? They provide college scholarships. They pay for career and technical educations and industry certificates. They help students figure out what they should be once they graduate. They help with parenting classes. They secure food resources. They help with emergency needs. They provide assistance for benevolent needs. Benevolent? What does benevolent mean? Good question. Let's find out.
Our family has really benefited from the support of the Westminster Public Schools Foundation. Particularly this summer, there were times we didn't have food stamps in March. An adult moved out of the house in February. So we had a gray period, and I wasn't sure how to deal with that. And we went to Westminster High School for some very generous lunch packages that carried us on many, many days through the summer. We also received other support that helped us during some emergencies this year. Our house flooded, and the foundation helped us. The foundation has helped me to find a way to put a few things under the Christmas tree for my kids. When Principal Richie showed up at our house to give us gift cards, honestly, it was so well timed that it brings tears to my eyes right now. We really needed help, and I couldn't just go and help the family on my own because I couldn't leave. Like I said, I couldn't just go get a part-time job, which I'm qualified for because my kids are all home remote. And I took 20 credits this semester for fall, and with an internship. It was a big, tough semester remote, for me. And so we had become very resigned to turning off the want, and just to kind of get used to it, you know, and that's a good character building exercise. But it was really helpful. We lost 90% of the kids' clothes were lost in a flood when a pipe burst in the house. That just happened recently. I mean, you guys just solved a lot of problems for us. So we're extremely grateful. If I weren't positive, the kids would be standing behind me right now, especially right now with isolation of the pandemic that's going on. It is really amazing to me to have somebody in my community notice and say, hey, I see you over there. And I'm having trouble articulating. It means a lot to have somebody care or even ask how you're doing, you know, or if you're not asking for help, maybe they notice something's going on, which is what happened to us. I was calling my son in sick because we had a flood, and the next thing you know, the school was reaching out to me to see if we needed anything. I completely didn't expect that. And I've expected it less being isolated in my home. Something as simple as being able to go and get the socks and underwear that your kids need after a flood, just so they can, or towels so they can get in the shower. That was huge. I don't know how I would have coped without that. And I was overdrawn in my bank account when that happened. The expenses, just like even the water bill from the flood, we're still trying to work that out, for all the water that just gushed, and electric from the fans that were blowing in the house for 3 or 4 days. The electric bill shot up. Just so many things happened at once. It just meant a lot to me that somebody noticed and thought, wow, I bet there's a bunch of expense around that, You just don't know how much it helped just to not feel alone when everything was going wrong. So it just meant a lot. Pretty amazed that you guys reached out. So thank you.
We got a knock on the door. My kids looked through the window. They're like, someone's here. I put on a mask. I had no idea who it was. I opened the door and it's a man standing outside, and I tell him immediately, we have COVID here. Like, I'm so sorry. I have a mask. And he's like, okay, I'll just leave these right here. And he puts them on the ground, and it was kind of funny because it was like he was so terrified, like he just walked back and he's like, I'm the principal from Skyline. Right away when he said Skyline, I was like, okay, my kid's principal. He's like, these are for you and your family for Christmas. Happy holidays. And I grabbed them, and seeing that they were $100 each, there was 2 of them, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like that is just so amazing. I was super emotional. I just wanted to give him a huge hug and tell him how much I appreciate, us considering us during this time. And I was just like, thank you. He's waving to me saying happy holidays. I'm thinking like happy holidays. I can actually get some gifts for my kids. And I was just super happy. The bills at that moment it didn't come into my mind. It was just my kids are going to be able to get the Christmas they deserve, being locked up for, some odd months. And I was just super grateful just to know that people have compassion. It's something I don't feel the world has anymore. So when I actually saw that and felt like we were getting looked out, someone cared. And I pray a lot. So it was just like, thank you, God. Like, you brought someone towards us. And it was just super amazing. I could not help but, I had to express all of my happipiness and appreciation to the principal. So I logged in to Skyline Vista and looked him up, emailed him, and just told him how grateful I was for that. And kind of just told him a little bit of my story, how I was just super sad that I was not going to be able to supply Christmas for my kids. And I was scared on how I was even going to worry about rent, because I just got done getting caught up. I had paid $1,700, which I saved up from November's rent, and was able to apply $300 from this month's rent. And so he reached out with me again and says, your story has touched us, and we were able to come up with more gift cards to help you and your family. If I can meet up with you next week and get you some more. And I was just like, wait, what? Like, my ears deceive me? You know, like, you cannot be serious. And sure enough, he came and he brought more gift cards. Just when I thought it could not get any worse, it got so much better. And so, due to the foundation and the school looking out and actually having compassion for us and the community, I can't tell you how thankful I am that you guys actually are there. There's actually support there. I really thought the way the economy was going, that there was no help. Regardless of people's hearts, everybody was struggling. How are they going to help a family of 7 that they know nothing about? And to actually see that people actually have compassion and they do what they do and they come up with what they can come up with to help other families is just so amazing to me. I'm super grateful. It's been such a blessing that there's actually this foundation and organization that actually cares for families who are not making it due to the pandemic. Whether you've been positive for the test or not, it's affecting everybody. I want to say thank you guys for your kind hearts, your giving souls, your compassion, for actually caring for families who deeply need your help. Again, it's been such a blessing to even know that there's still people here that are giving their last when they're struggling to help other families in need. I've always felt the biggest blessing is having friends that actually cared, but not only cared, but actually showed that they cared. And when you are getting to know strangers you've never met that are actually able to help you and your children because they care, it's just super amazing. So without your guys' foundation, your compassion, your hearts, and you guys actually doing this daily, looking for other supporters, I don't know what we would have done without you guys. So I want to thank you guys and thank the school for thinking about our family and considering us during this time of need.
Wow, what great stories! I love seeing the community coming together to support students. As a Westminster Public School student, this makes me feel so good. It's like a giant hug. It makes me feel like I matter. It makes me feel like my education matters. It makes me feel like I can be successful with whatever I put my mind to. And if I need a little help along the way, folks are there. It's an incredible feeling. Thank you for investing in us. Thank you for investing in me.
What does school look like inside our buildings? Well, obviously we have to wear masks. We can't share supplies like markers and colored pencils. We can't drink from the water fountains. We can't high five. We can't get close to our friends or teachers. We walk up certain stairs and walk down a different set. We can't play sports. There won't be a prom, and we aren't sure what graduation will look like. We all need to have computers so we can take them home if we go remote. Last spring, we all had to change drastically because of COVID. It is hard on everyone, from students to staff and to our families. Luckily, we have the support of the foundation to help make it a bit easier. Some of our communities still need help. Take a look at all the changes.
I've got a roof over my head. I've got a warm place to sleep. Some nights I lie awake counting gifts instead of counting sheep. I've got a heart that can hold love. I've got a mind that can think. There may be times when I lose the light and let my spirit sink, but I can't stay depressed. when I remember how I'm blessed. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. In a city of strangers, I've got a family of friends. No matter what rocks and brambles fill the way, I know that they will stay until the end. I feel a hand holding my hand. It's not a hand you can see, but on the road to the promised land, this hand will shepherd me through delight and despair, holding tight and always there. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. It's not that I don't want a lot, or hope for more, or dream of more, but giving thanks for what I've got makes me so much happier than keeping score in a world that can bring pain. I will still take each chance, for I believe that whatever the terrain, our feet can learn to dance. Whatever stone life may sling, we can moan or we can sing. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. Truly blessed and duly
Thank you to alumni Michael Duran for that beautiful song. I want to thank our teachers and principals. They are all working so hard to make school work during the pandemic. We can tell how much they care about us. Our teachers mean so much to us.
Hello, my name is Steve Lobbin. I am a proud WPS alum and a current board member for the Westminster Public Schools Foundation. We are delighted to have you here with us tonight so that you can witness firsthand the many changes that our students and teachers have overcome this year. I'd like to thank our many 2021 sponsors who have been very generous in their support of WPS students. And in addition, I'd like to give a very special thank you to Waste Connections of Colorado and Adolph and Peterson Construction for their continual support and their strong belief in the value of public education. Our gratitude for this overwhelming support is immeasurable. Yes, these have been trying and difficult times, but we've all seen examples of perseverance and growth. So it should give us all great hope for the future. But unfortunately, there are still many pressing needs within our WPS community. Yes, we as individuals can have a positive influence on these needs, but if we align together, we can do much, much more. we can do incredible things. So tonight, if you are willing and able to make a contribution, we have a couple easy ways for you to do so. First, you can text Give WPSF at 44321. Again, that is Give WPSF at 44321. Or if you'd prefer, you can utilize our website, which is fundwps.org, and there's a simple donate button. Please remember that if you choose to give, you're not simply making a donation, but you are more importantly making a difference. So tonight, I will thank you in advance for your generosity. I will thank you again for being with us here tonight. And now I'll turn it back to our student MCs to conclude tonight's program.
This concludes our winter social. We hope you have enjoyed yourself. Thank you for giving us your time, your donations, and your hearts. We appreciate you and the changes you've made tonight. Be safe. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Hi, my name is Hafam, and I'll be performing an excerpt from the first movement of Haydn's C Major Cello Concerto.
Thank you.